My name is Audrey Lin. I'm a junior at Iolani School. I'm 17 years old. It's our generation, more than any other generation, will experience, honestly, the extraordinary costs and impacts of climate change. And as we see the influx of, natural disasters and extreme weather, the most effective way to change our direction is to make the price of fossil fuels, which contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and then contributes to global warming, reflect the actual costs that they are causing, which would be a huge incentive for the economy to then shift to renewable energy. And a carbon cashback bill will do exactly this, would basically tax fossil fuel corporations and then compensate consumers, which would better enable Hawaii's transition to renewable energies. And we also researched how, studies have shown how carbon cashback would result in a 10% reduction in carbon emissions in a revenue neutral manner. In Hawaii, we are so lucky to be blessed by just such an abundance of the land, and we really see how the indigenous populations truly treasured and protected the Aina. And now we kind of see the effects of climate change that are really omnipresent in every sector of the population, from increased sea levels to severe weather to impacts on our economy and our daily lives. We want real systemic change within our legislature to save our future. To be frank, we're not really pleased with how our state looks right now. And you mentioned the Maui fires, and many of our students and participants mention devoting time after school to help volunteer for the Maui fires. And for me personally, I grew up in California, and one of the most defining moments in my journey as a climate activist was the California wildfires, which happened especially during the COVID pandemic. And it was really, really, incredible to see how the effects of climate change can just affect me firsthand. And with the Lahaina wildfires, we see that amplified at such a local and granular level. What we do on a state level, what we do on a local level will resonate hopefully at a national level or even around the globe. So we hope that what's one youth-led movement in Hawaii can then have such a bigger impact on such a larger scale. We want to be net zero by 2045. And it's amazing that we're making those commitments. And now we want to see, that follow-up, which is, those legislative changes, those bills, that legislation to begin to be passed so that we can adequately say that, yes, we've met those goals and we want the rest of the nation to follow.